Hi, welcome to Morley Library's Genealogy and Local History programming. I'm Michelle, and today we're going to talk about how you can create history every day. Some of the most important information that historians and genealogists gather come from personal libraries of people who lived either historical lives, popular everyday lives. It comes from letters, journals, diaries. These papers, these journals and diaries form a very personal account of historical events, everyday events, and everything in between. They're very important in helping us to understand life in the past. So, why should you do this? Why is it important? Well, it's important for the history and genealogy of your family for sure. They might want to know who was in your family. How did you weather the storm of COVID? How did you deal with learning at home? What was it like to go to school in person? Who knows what we'll be doing in the future? This information can really help your family know and understand where they come from and how they got there. One really great thing you can do for your diary is interview people in your family, everybody you can. Get down as much information as possible so that you have a record that you can refer to, dates, times, places that help you understand your family and how they lived in the past. Well, how should you start? It's really easy. Choose whether you want to write, whether you want to record, or whether you want to type on the computer. Start with the date, and today is the 13th of January, and it's a nice warm day today, but we're expecting a storm this weekend, so people are getting ready and they're going to the grocery store and stocking up, and the shelves are empty, and it's all over the news. And we're also dealing with COVID. Those are the kind of things that you can add to your diary that give it a daily personal information form. Why is it important? Well, we know from reading other diaries by famous diarists and people who aren't famous that it gives us that perspective of how life was the same, how people faced similar issues in their most basic forms, and how we can learn from them. When you're writing in your diary, write as if you were writing to a friend. Use very common language, use colloquial language, slang, whatever you like. On this page, I have a copy of a letter that Frances Jennings Casement, who is very active in the suffrage movement in Lake County, had written to record an event and who took place and who was in charge of signing up and who arrived and who didn't. It's very interesting things for us as historians and genealogists. Many people have had uh, lifelong diaries. Bell Hooks, Mark Twain, Ida B. Wells, as you see on this page, Charles Darwin, Kurt Cobain, Andy Warhol, and George Harrison all were diarists, and their diaries helped to give us an insight into who they really were. Here are some copies of excerpts from the Diary of Leonardo da Vinci, showing some of his theories, experiments. This one looks like lights and prisms. And then here's a page, very orderly, very concise, from Thomas Edison's journal. They come in all shapes and sizes and forms. Do what fits you. I hope you will become a diarist and you'll contribute to our future history. Thanks for listening, and join us next time.